We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Trevor Williams, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, one thing to look out for him, Matt, is if he can avoid the big inning. It's not that big of a deal to give up a run here or there, but sometimes he can be prone to giving up 3 or 4 in an inning, and that kind of derails the whole start when that happens. Limit the damage, and he'll be just fine.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here comes the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Pitch on the way. Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he puts it on the ground to third. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting third, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Man at first for him following the one-out single. Ball and a strike.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer.
The 1-1 home. And there he goes towards second. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Working for the punch out and the offering, and a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect, and when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. A 1 pitch on its way.
Nope, ball 1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Rizzo leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Still 2 and 2. From the belt, the pitch. Liner towards second. That gets down, and the inning continues. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate, But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Fielded cleanly, and the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. It's the Cubs 0, Pirates coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Kyle Hendricks gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
So here's Adam Frazier. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Pirates, the second baseman, Adam
Now here's the pitch.
Frazier.
First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. And another foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. At the plate, Kevin Newman.
The shortstop, Kevin Newman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, no balls and a strike. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Hey, a curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 3-1 the count to the Pirates shortstop.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Swing and a misses. He was way early on that one. 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
It's a grinder, AB. 3-2 changeup, and he's able to stay back and drive it for a base hit. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's got 3 base hits in 20 at-bats. The 1-0. Bell, a 6'4" switch hitter. He was taken in the 2nd round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runner goes. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a hit. Happ picks it up, Newman rounds third and is digging for the plate. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Batting fourth.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Kipnis on to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More baseball on the show right after this. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Ball 2 with a sinker that runs off the inside. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Center fielder going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting seventh. The second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
So one away here with the bases empty. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
One out, nobody on. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Back goes Polanco, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a solo homer here for Jason Kipnis. And the Cubs are back to even now at 1 run apiece.
You could tell his eyes lit up right there. He must have been looking up in the zone. A lot of guys are trying to go with that elevated heater. Caught a little bit too much of the zone with that one.
To the plate now, David Bodie.
The third baseman, number 13.
And he takes ball 1.
Count 1-0.
That's by him for strike 1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hard sinker misses, 2-2. Now the pitch.
Count 4.
He loses him on ball 4.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
In now, Kyle Hendricks. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's set. Here it comes. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ian Happ.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Has a look, now the pitch. Happ is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
The set and the 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
2-1. Here it is.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up. But that was a nice job of laying off.
The 3-1 pitch. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
So 2 on with 2 away, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. Looking to minimize the damage here.
Ball 1, no strike.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
1-1. Here it is. Slider is right there. 83 on the gun. It's 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. 2 down, runners at first and second. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. But the Cubs draw even thanks to this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd, all even at 1 apiece. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Brian Reynolds.
The left fielder, Brian.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And he takes a cold strike 1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And there's 1 away.
Batting 5th, the right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Stepping into the box, Gregory Polanco. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's taken for strike 1. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Hendricks is at least partially known for a good changeup, and it's not just any change of speed pitch. It dances all over the place. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
I got the count 1 and 2. Two balls, 2 strikes.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Kipnis is right there to handle it, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 7th, the center fielder, Joel Tucker.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Cole Tucker. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch.
Ball, that's just out.
Two out, nobody on. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. We played 2 full innings, and we are tied 1-1. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Javier Baez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll take a look at ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Has a look, now the pitch.
Nope, that's inside.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
From the belt, the pitch.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
Into the corner and slicing foul. A payoff pitch one more time. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that'll get over the wall for a ground rule double, and that'll keep runners at second and third now with still nobody out.
Hey, it's hard to say if he would have scored if the ball hadn't hopped over the wall. They might have held the runner at third because there were no outs, but who knows? Either way, they'll still wind up with a runner at second and third and still no outs after the ground rule double.
Wilson Contreras is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0. In the air now, out to right field. Polanco has a read on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score as they'll grab the lead here, 2-1.
Now back
at the plate, Jason Hayward, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike. Hey!
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the 1-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
The third baseman, number 13.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. At the plate now, David Bodie, as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Into the box now, Kyle Hendricks, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Bell has got it, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 3 and the Pirates 1. Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, that's down.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The pitcher, Trevor Williams.
Digging in, Trevor Williams, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the pitch.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
And it's quickly 0-2. Pirates pitcher at the plate with a 1-2 count. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the second baseman, Adam Frazier.
Stepping up now, Adam Frazier. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now. The pitch. Now his sinker falls in there for a called strike. 2-1. Pitch on the way. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
Now batting, shortstop, Kevin.
Up next for the Buccos, Kevin Newman. He reached on a single in his first try. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count. 0-2. Newman stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. Certainly a versatile middle infielder, playing shortstop today despite being a second baseman naturally.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has been dubbed a second baseman, but I'll tell you what, everybody on this diamond either pitched or played shortstop in Little League. I guarantee you through the ranks he has touched shortstop multiple times, and this will not be too much for him to handle. 2 quick outs from the 8-9 guys in the order, but the top of the order, it's a different story. A knock and then another single back-to-back, and now you got traffic with the big guys coming up.
Josh Bell the next to hit. Looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. And welcome back to Pittsburgh as we check in on the field with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for the Cubs.
New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the switch-hitting outfielder, Ian Happ.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
A 2-ball, no-strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Happ with a 2-1 count now.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Now the 2-1. Ball even at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And a pretty wide disparity there. 95 on one hand, just 88 on the other. Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. Here it comes. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
There's ball 4.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier.
And that brings up Javi Baez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. From the belt, the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 2-run homer for Kyle Schwarber as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Hey, usually a good sinker down on the corner is a pretty safe pitch, but sometimes you have to give a hitter credit. That's not an easy pitch to get up into the air.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. And he hits it hard to the right side. Reined in. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Pirates 1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Colin Moran. He set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. The windup and the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Here's a ball for Rizzo over at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 10, Ryan Reynolds.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Brian Reynolds comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
So digging in now, Gregory Polanco. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now here's the pitch.
1-1.
Lays off 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Oh, what a stop on the slide. How about that? Nothing across here this half of the inning. We played 4 full. It's the Cubs 5 and the Pirates 1. Brandon Waddell, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Brandon Waddell.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Jason Hayward. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So with this day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
Let's go. All right, let's win.
First pitch of the at-bat. Jason Kipnis is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. The pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ball and 2
Count
strikes.
is 1 and 2.
It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Fouled off. The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees. Here now the 2-2. Hit back up the middle. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his 3rd knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at bat or 2 before this one ends.
In now, David Bodie, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. It was a single for him in his last at bat. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now back.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they pick up no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. Cubs lead it 5-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading up for the Pirates, the center fielder, Cole Tucker.
First delivery to him on the way. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Count now, a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. The 1-2 is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got it. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, the designated pitcher,
Standing in, Jacob Stallings. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
This is hit softly to third. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Standing in now, Brandon Waddell. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. To second for one, but wisely, no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
Now at the plate, Adam Frazier, a hit in 2 tries so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. One run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. A 1-1 count to the Pirates' leadoff hitter. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Again, he sends it out of play. Line drive, base hit.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though.
First offering on its way. Kevin Newman stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Up high, 2-1 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Their count now at 2-2. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Softly hit out to short. And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. Pirates strand a couple. They're down here 5-1. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Now here's the pitch. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
The windup and the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Now here's a swing and a ground ball for Frazier at second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Well executed 2-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted down the line in left. Moran in foul ground, and no one will track it down. The 0-1 pitch. this is foul tipped as he stays alive here, but meanwhile that ball came right back at our home plate umpire, and he may need some attention at this moment. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
So now to the plate, Javier Baez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Ground ball foul down the left side. Two and two now to Baez.
Full count, 3-2.
Kyle Schwarber would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Skied into straightaway right, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead this one though 5-1. Bottom of the inning now, and digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Curveball taken for a strike on the inside.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he better be careful with that curveball. That's coming across and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority.
1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
The 2-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Into the box, Colin Moran. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And it's 2-0 now to Colin Moran. Three and 0 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
.30 pitch. And he loses him on a breaking ball.
Yeah, and if you can make it all the way to the 6th inning before you give up a walk, you're doing something right. He's been very efficient so far, so we'll see if he can get back on track here.
Coming to the plate now, Brian Reynolds. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And he's way off balance with the swing there. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Here comes the 0-1. Runners on first with one down. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. On a line to shortstop, and it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Standing in, Gregory Polanco. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Hey, what a great pitch right there in a big situation to pull a string on that changeup. He knew that hitter was going to be super aggressive.
And he falls behind 0-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Hit out towards second. Kipnis is there. He'll go to Baez at second for the force, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They're down 5-1. 7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0 home.
2-0.
Looks like he's pitching pretty cautiously right here, but that happens when a guy's 3 for 3 on the day. Usually he's a guy you challenge a little bit more, but I guess he's earned some respect in this one.
And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
At the plate now, Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point. Big curveball right down the middle for strike number 2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. So in now for Chicago, Jason Hayward. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They're up 5-1.
7th inning stretch.
Stepping in, Cole Tucker. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Now back. The catcher. Jacob.
Stepping in now, Jacob Stallings, as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the
Well,
place.
you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Eric Gonzalez will get an opportunity off the bench here as he'll bat with runners at the corners now, and still nobody out. Base hit into right center, and the run is in to score from third. It's now a 5-2 game.
Hey, D-Row, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed
Number
batter.
56, Kyle Ryan.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater. He's set, and the pitch. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Ryan has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much. None out, runners at first and second. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why. And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done. Striding in, Kevin Newman. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
0-1 count and the pitch. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two. Ryan, 28 years old. He was a 12th round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And he gets him swinging. What a big out there, as there is now one away.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number one is straining him on base. And now with one out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
At the plate, Josh Bell standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one. Bases are loaded here. One man out. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He's got a chance to ring up back-to-back Ks here, and that would be huge in this situation.
And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2.
2-2.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there, as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Into the box now, Colin Moran. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. 0-for-2 for him to this point. The 1-0. Hard on the ground towards short. On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Cubs are on top, 5-2. Sam Howard has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 54. Dan Howard.
So striding forward now, Jason Kipnis trying to keep it going. A perfect 3-for-3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball, that's down.
Now the 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Howard, a native of Georgia. This is his 2nd year as a major leaguer. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Bat explodes as this is popped up. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
You know, D-Row, when he makes a phone call after the game and call his parents and say he had a 4-hit day, you think he's going to tell them about that infield single right there?
Oh, no, that was a line drive in the gap. We always used to say on the bench, Dan, anybody could get 3 hits in a big league game. Got to get that 4th one. That's what separates you. Those are the special moments.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the 0-1.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And he misses there, 1-2.
Count with 1 and 2.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. 5-2 our score as we get a look inside the numbers. It's our starter comparison for the 2 gentlemen that took the hill to start the ball game. Josh Fegley will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 4, Josh Fegley.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Tucker is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The center fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ian Happ. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming, here it is. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Pirates 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
So a new pitcher entering the fray now. It'll be the hard-throwing right-hander Craig Kimbrell.
Craig Kimbrell.
Brian Reynolds will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Brian Reynolds.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Here he comes on 2-0. And that's over. 2-1. Now here's the pitch. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Gregory.
Digging in now, Gregory Polanco. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's inside.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
The 1-0 home.
Hey!
We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. And there's ball 2 now.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. From the belt, kicks and deals. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Cole Tucker will be next. Now the payoff pitch home. A runner at first with no outs here. Popped him up. Modi is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
The center fielder, number 3, Cole Tucker.
Into the box now, Cole Tucker, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch on its way. The 0-1 on its way.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Three and 1.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. And he's safe. And the run will score from second as it's back to just a 2-run ball game now.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the pitcher, Dan.
Jose Osuna will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 36, Jose Osuna.
Gerard Dyson will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 6,
Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball one, and they're runners at the corners now. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Has a look, now the pitch. 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
The 3-1 pitch. And he missed with it. Ball four. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Jeremy Jeffress is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only one man out. Adam Frazier will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now. From the stretch. Swung on but fouled off to the left.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. Line drive, right field, base hit. One run is scored. The throw to the plate. They can't make the tag on him. He's safe. And we are tied here in the 8th.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits, D-Roll. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can control their emotions. And from an offensive standpoint, that's a nice job of taking a deep breath and coming through for the team.
Stepping in, Kevin Newman. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. First offering on its way.
That's the ball.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
That's taken now, and it's 2-0 to the Pirates shortstop. And this is lined softly here to the left side. Foul. 3 runs already home here. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hit down the line at first. But a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with one away. And digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And it's fouled away. Both teams right now with 11 hits in the ballgame. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
The 1-1.
Hey. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
High and deep to right. Back goes Hayward at the track. The wall. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam as they open up a 4-run lead.
Comeback with a flourish, going deep with a grand slam to take the lead. You don't get style points in this game, but I'd give them some if I could hand some out.
Dan Winkler answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Number 43, Dan Winkler. Now batting, third baseman.
Standing in now, Colin Moran. As it's grounded sharply to first. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Coming to the plate again, Brian Reynolds, as he'll bat for the 2nd time in the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Strike 2. Seven runs have crossed the plate in the inning. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. The final damage here, 10 come to the plate, 7 runs score. 9th inning coming up. Pirates on top, 9-5. Davidas Nevoroskis comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Davidas Nevoroskis.
John Ryan Murphy is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 18, John Ryan Murphy.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo.
From the stretch.
Nope, outside.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Reynolds is on the move for it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The bat, number 1, shortstop, Javier Baez.
The next Cub up, Javier Baez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to whistle past this guy's ear. That was a scary moment.
Dero, they call that the old chuck and duck, right? That was really close, and that's one of the things that most pitchers fear, that line drive that zips right by your head. Wow, that was awful close.
So now to the plate, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 2-0 count. The pitch. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats. Foul. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
To the plate now, Wilson Contreras, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hard hit ball to second, and that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
The right fielder, Jason
Keone Kela gets the call here, as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off.
Number 35, Keone Kela.
Here's Jason Hayward now, and these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
First offering on its way.
Ball in.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
2 balls and a strike. Two down, runners at first and second. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
And he fouls this one off. And now this crowd, estimated at around 26,000 fans, comes to their feet. Fouled off. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never say die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Striding in once again, Jason Kipnis. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. First delivery to him on the way.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. 2 out, bases loaded. Skied into straightaway right. Polanco has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. Pittsburgh came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Sam Howard takes home the win. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. For the victorious Pirates, 9 runs, 12 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Cubs, 5 runs, 13 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 37 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.